you're a keen or professional cyclist and you've come to this video because you are after a set of these daytime run lights, this is a tech channel, right? I don't know the first thing about cycling. I know nothing much about cycling tech, but I'm really interested in this sort of, I love any kind of LED lights and that sort of thing. So as I've recently purchased a pair of these, I thought I would unbox them and just have a quick chat about them on my video, but I'm not claiming to know all there is to know about cycling and how well these will perform. These are the Bontrager Ion 200 RT and the Flare RT bike light set. So these are daytime run lights effectively for bikes. I mean, you can of course use them at nighttime, but the point is they are just sort of small flashing devices, and they do provide a sort of full permanently on mode as well, but they're only tiny. So of course any permanently on mode is not really going to last that long because the battery in these is going to be quite small. The whole purpose of these is to just increase the amount you're seeing. I think Bontrager say that these kind of lights increase the chance of you being seen on the road by some figure like 275%. But have a look. I mean, I'll put some clips up of the Bontrager video that relates to these, and you can probably get a better idea from that of how effective they are. But really sort of nice lights. They're not cheap though, these things. I don't know if you're purely paying for the brand when it comes to Bontrager stuff, or whether you are genuinely getting the most amazing product in the world. Here we go. This is what you get in the box. You have, as standard, a little charging cable here because they're both micro USB chargeable. They're both little lithium polymer batteries in these, or lithium ion batteries in these, that are completely rechargeable. And you have a rear light. You can just about tell that's the rear light there. You can just see a hint of red in the background on there. Of course, you can turn it on and see that as well. And then you've got the front light there too. So just a quick look around the lights themselves. On top here, we've got the button that you just press to turn it on and press and hold to turn it off. And on the bottom is the micro USB charging port. That's pretty much all there is to it. And then just a nice little clip. They just sort of clip on like this and just press and push off. Really nice and easy to release when you're leaving your bike somewhere. And I imagine these will have some charge in them. So I'll give them a little test in a second. But as far as fitting them to the bike is concerned, you've got two options. You've got the rear one and the front one. The rear one, of course, is angled slightly because of the post on the saddle is at a different angle, so it's at a which one is the rear? There you go. There's the rear one. So you can see the rear one is at a slight angle because you will want that facing upwards slightly because the saddle obviously faces downwards slightly, and then the front one can just strap on wherever you want. Really, I mean these things this is pretty stretchy, so there's no problem getting this on. And does it give a width that these will fit on? So there's the section in the manual that looks at that, and you can see it fits from 22.2 to 35mm bars, so a pretty big range. You could probably give it a bit of a stretch as well if you wanted to get it on something else. But putting them on different stuff as well, one thing I've found good about these is it's just so easy to get off. So if you do want to refit them on another bike, or I was going out for a ride with my son the other day, and I wanted him to have clear flashing lights on his bike. It wasn't particularly dark, but it was starting to get a bit dark, so it really helped. And I noticed, I have to say actually, while I was doing that I kept turning around to kind of just say something to him, and they are so bright, it's unbelievable. I think sometimes probably car drivers get annoyed at how bright bike lights are, but it really is a good case of look, I'm here, continuously. So let's just see if we can turn these on. Wow. So it's on its full brightness mode, I think. So if I just switch between modes, so now we're in a dimmer mode, and that's a third brightness mode. So we're now, well, it doesn't look it on there, but that's actually quite dim. And then now we've got a dim, so continuously on, but flashing. And then we've got our pulse, flash. And then back to our permanently and bright on. The one I tend to use it on during the day is that one. So the brightest but just a pulse. And with that, they last hours. I think they last 12 hours, the batteries. So you don't need to worry about battery life at all. So let's get this one working on the same set. There you go. And this is, you know, you're looking at these in a studio with really bright lights. So if I were to kill the lights in the studio, hang on a second, I'll do that and the camera will probably freak out. But there we go. I know that doesn't give you the best idea of how these will look when you're using it. That's why I'm going to put a few shots up from the sales pitch video. Hopefully Bontrager won't mind me using a couple of those. But honestly, I have used these for a good few weeks now, and these are great. Yes, they're £40 each or something, £80 for a pair. They're using Cree LEDs, and for those of you who don't know, Cree is a manufacturer of LEDs, and they are known throughout the industry as being one of the best. Now, there's no doubt that a cheaper variety of these will flash, they will go on and things like that, but are you paying for the name? Yeah, probably a bit. I sort of have the impression in my mind that you could maybe get something like this for £20 that's equally as good, so maybe half the price. But these are decent, and if you want to know you've got something good, I would certainly recommend them. I found them to be excellent so far. Just a quick example of fitting. That is really, really straightforward. You just bring that round like that, hook that in there, and that's it kind of fastened around whatever you're going to be fastening it around, and then get the light, and that's the clip to release there. So you just slot it on like this, and that's it. Oh, well, other way round. Okay, other way round. Fair enough. And when you want to release it, you just push the clip like that, slot it out, and that's all you need to do. It's really simple. It's only a minor thing, and all lights should do this in my opinion, but it does remember the mode you were in last time you turned it on. So I think I left this in the flashing mode, didn't I? So if I turn this on now just by touching it, yeah, so we go straight back into the mode that I was last in. They also connect via Bluetooth to Garmin devices and also other Trek devices, but I honestly don't know anything about that. I haven't tested that out. I have nothing to test that out on, so I'm sorry I can't give you any information on that at all. So there we go. Yeah, just a really quick unboxing and look at these Ion 200 RT and the Flare RT bike light set from Bontrager. Excellent lights, really good.